If you're new to this channel, if you're just tuning in, I'm welcoming you. I'm talking about relationship with God, concerning husband and wife, mother and daughter, children, and more, all about relationship. As we discussed last time we discussed about husband and wife from the beginning of the Bible in Genesis chapter 1, about Adam and Eve, how they first of all came together. Today we are going to talk about husband and wife and how will a woman or a man get married. And if you're getting married, who are you getting married to? Now let's start from the Bible. Let's talk about Abraham. When he wanted to look for a wife for his son Isaac, when he was of age, he sent his lower servant and said, "Go to my town and get my son a wife." Even asked the lower servant to swear by the name of the God he served that he will get a wife for his son from his tribe. The Bible made us to understand that the tribe Abraham is talking about is relating to Christians, where he's coming from, the people God have chosen to redeem the world from, where Christ came out from. I'm here to let you know that if you're a boy or a girl and you're of age to get married and you want to get married, the right place for you to get married is in the house of God. And now, in the house of God, you should also remember that the devil goes to the church. The devil goes to the house of God. Like in Job, when the children of the sons of God gathered, and the word of God says that God found devil among the sons of God and asked them, "What are you doing here?" So when you want to get married in the church, the first thing you will do is to go to God. The truth is, it is only God that will show you the right man. It is only God that will tell you the ribs of your ribs and the bone of your bone. First of all, accept that you're of age to get married. Secondly, take it to God in prayers. When you're taking it to God in prayers, I will advise you to only allow God's will to be done in your life, not your will. Many people want to get married, they will bring up lists of the kind of woman, the value of woman they want to marry. In God's own perspective, it is not like that. He does not work with the standard of man. The Bible says his thoughts, his wisdom are higher, far than us. So he doesn't work with the standard of man. If you want to work with God, you allow his will to come to pass in your life. I would like to end up with telling you a real life story about a girl that wanted to get married. She came to me and she told me, "Mommy, the whole men in my life, no one have asked me out for marriage, but I really want to get married." And we prayed together. As we are praying, she lists out the men in her life. The truth is that as a Christian, you're not supposed to have men in your life, because it is only one bone, it is only one ribs that God brought out from Adam. You're supposed to have only one man. Anyway, since she's not a believer, she lifted out the men in her life and I prayed. In the aspect of praying, God chose a particular man and said, "This man will marry you." And she said, really, she didn't like the man that God chose for her because her mind is in someone else. She called me back and said, "Mommy, I didn't like this man." I said, "Okay, I'll go to God in prayer concerning it." And when I went to God in prayer concerning it, God told me that man would die that same year, June. This is a real life story that I'm telling you. And when the time came, the man died. The man that God told her that the man would die, and it was the love of her life. The man died. Fear came upon her. She decided to go for the man God chose for her. But she made a mistake. God told her the man will marry you. God did not say, "Pack your things and go and live with the man." She packed her things. She went and lived with the man. She was spotting in the same room with the man. Not only that they were spotting together, they started sleeping together. You remember in my first video I told you, I said the bed of wedding should be undefiled, but she and the husband to be defile the bed of wedding, the bed of marriage. And what was the result of it? She stayed in that man's house for 6 good years. The man was beating her. When she gets pregnant, she will go and terminate it. Remember, she's doing what is not God's mind for her. She was doing what she wanted to do, not what God wanted her to do. At the end of the day, to cut the story short, after living with this man for 6 years, the man drove her out of the house. That was when she came to me. See, I did not see her for 6 years. She now met me again and said, Mommy, the promise you told me, the prayer you prayed and said, God said this man will marry me. The man did not marry me. How come? That is God's prophecy, the man will marry you. But you did not wait on God. Rather, you went before God to do what is in your mind. That is what I told her. I said, anyway, you have made a mistake. We have to go back to God in prayer and ask for mercy. That is the God we serve. He always accepts those that will come back to realize their mistake and say, Daddy, I am sorry. When she came back, we went to God in prayer, and Daddy told me, I have told you this man will marry her, but because she have committed sin, that was what lingered the marriage till this day. But my daughter, don't worry, the man will marry her. In this process, I brought her into my own home. I kept her in my home for 4 years because she did not have anywhere to stay. But my brother and my sister, I'm telling you today, to cut the long story short, the man came back after 4 years and married her. But they paid dearly for the bed that was defiled. This is a life story. Maybe as you follow me with my channel, I will tell you how she paid. Thank you for listening. Obedience, they say, is better than sacrifice. I'm here to let you know that if you're a child of God and you want to get married, marry a man or a woman that fears God. A man or a woman that is truly a born-again Christian. A man or a woman that is accountable to God. Accountable to God, that always know that whatever he or she does, she will or he will give account to God. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you next time in my next video. Bye.